2, 3. 1, 2, 3, hear me?
1, 2, 3, I can hear you.
Okay, let's turn it. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Is that better?
That's better.
And you've also got voice control here.
Oh.
Volume control. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Both sides.
Yeah, that's the place to be.
Okay, good for you?
Yep.
Okay, so radio is on.
Yep.
Correct. Radio frequency 127.5.
127.5, yep.
And 1267 is what we call a standby.
Yeah.
When we go out of here, we're going to switch that over to there. And the way you see the little arrow?
Yeah.
Watch happens. That one's over there now. That one's there.
Yeah.
So we could change this one to another frequency if we wanted to. Then when we come back into Murray Bridge, we flip it back there again. That one says use. That one says standby.
Sure.
Okay?
Alright, and then we got to
make a radio call. Did you do that last week or not?
I didn't do the call, no, never
Okay.
did.
Well, let's talk. If you mess it up, who cares? Doesn't matter.
Yeah.
So we say Murray Bridge traffic.
Yep.
Jabiru 5246.
Yep.
Taxiing for Whole Point Bravo.
Okay. Jabiru 5246.
No, Murray Bridge traffic.
Murray Bridge traffic. Jabiru 5246. Taxiing for
Hold Point.
Whole Point Bravo.
Bravo, which is that, and then we finish with Murray Bridge.
Murray Bridge.
So that's that concrete pad over there.
All right.
So you can put that away now. We don't need that for a minute.
All right. This button.
Yeah. If you make a mess, doesn't matter.
Murray Bridge traffic. Jabiru 5246. Taxiing for Whole Point Bravo. Murray Bridge traffic.
Done. That's it.
Awesome.
Made your first call.
Love it.
Okay, so hand on throttle, and this comes through to the brake. So we want to flip the brake up. No, through here's easy. You find more convenient.
Okay.
Flip it, lift it. That's it. Flip it all the way back, and then have your hand there. No, let go. Oh, sorry, hang on to it. We don't want to ride the brake. We don't want to drive with our foot on the brake, do we? So as you ease the power on, you've got control of the brake.
Yeah.
So just ease some power in. It'll take a little bit because we're on the pad. Bit more power. That's it. Now we're moving. Just pull the power back. Back. Now left foot. And there we go. We're taxiing. Have a look down there. Nothing coming.
No.
Nothing coming this way. All clear. Like crossing a road. Okay. So just go aim for about the middle of the pad there somewhere. Be nice. So now we get the checklist out again.
Yep.
There you go.
There we go. So now we are
Instruments. Left to right. Okay. So the only one you can check here is this one.
Yeah.
Murray Bridge is about 108. This is 200 feet.
Yep.
Murray Bridge is about 180 feet. So we just roughly set that there.
All right.
Okay. It says left to right. That's the left.
Yeah.
On the right, green coming up. Green will be and green.
Yeah.
And these circuit breakers, fuses, they're all in. They're not red.
Yeah.
They're red.
Murray Bridge traffic, Jabiru 44.
Okay, keep going.
All right then.
On southeast at 4,000.
Fuel pump on.
So put the fuel pump on.
4,100.
Yep. Select on. And
Yep.
that's
Just to
on.
double check.
Brakes on. They're
Yep.
on. Hatches.
Yep.
Yeah.
Double check.
Harness is fastened.
Yep.
Sufficient for content. Sufficient for flight.
Yep. We checked that.
Mags on off.
So we want to make sure they're both working correctly.
Mm-hmm.
So just cover the brake just in case we start rolling forward. Just rest that on your lap or somewhere. That's fine. Ease some power on. We want to come up to about 1,800 revs. And the reason you hold the brake just in case we take off.
Yeah.
Bit more. So hold that hand there and then just turn one mag off and see if this drops. Little bit. Back on again. Next one. Tiny bit. That's good. If it starts to shake, it's faulty.
Alright.
So they're both working. Okay, the next check, leave it go. What's the next check say? Mags.
Harness, mags.
Carby heater. That's the carby heater, so you pull that out. You should see a little drop here. Yeah, pull it straight out. Maybe none. They rarely do, but then you put it back in again. And then we've finished that, we can bring the power back to idle again. Try and get used to using your finger to push against. It works a lot better. About there, like
that.
about
Okay.
there. About there. That's it.
Yep.
Now the next one is flaps. We need flaps to get us off the ground. So that's the flap lever there.
Yep.
So as you push it down, you'll see the indicator. But look out the window and you'll see it going down. So keep going until it gets to the bottom. Keep going. Keep going. Okay, now look out to the right. Does that one look the same?
Yeah.
Okay, so they're right, the right way around. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, so bring it up to halfway, about the yellow mark there. About low. So that's the flap set. Just push that near your mouth again. We're going to lose it otherwise.
Like that.
Okay. Now the next one says what? Controls.
Yep. free and correct.
So make them go free, so you don't want to get a big bugger like me jammed up here, because you can't push, right?
Yeah.
Get me out of the way. So you want to make sure that's free, which it is.
Yeah.
There's no cigarette packet or anything jammed in there. And are they correct? The way you do that is hold that thumb up, hold your thumb up, and you push out the left, you'll see that aileron going up on the outside there.
Yeah.
So is that one up?
Yep.
This one should be down.
Yeah.
Now come this way, keep the thumb up. That one says that one should be up.
Yeah, and that one's down.
It's just a way of remembering.
Sure.
Because they could be back to front.
Yeah.
And you could be in big trouble if they're not.
Yeah.
Okay. The last thing says controls free and correct. They are.
Yeah, and then
Trim for takeoff. That's this little trim lever here. Push that up, that lever there, that silver, up to the yellow mark. Just push it. See how this is moving?
Yeah.
Because they're attached.
Okay.
Okay? Now, the last thing says clear the air, turn left and right and check for traffic. Okay? So we're finished with that. You can put that away now. So, hand on the throttle, hand through here to the brake and release the brake. And then just gently release the brake, just hold your hand there, that's it. Bit of right foot, push your right foot in hard. Hard in all the way around. Because we'll look under our wing. Because that's the way they're coming in to land. Okay, nothing there, is there? I can't see anything. Another one on the runway. So I'll make a call. Traffic Murray Bridge, Jabiru 5246, entering and backtracking runway 01, Murray Bridge. So we're entering and we're backtracking runway 01, okay? So there's nothing coming that way. So that's it, steering with your feet, that's good. And we have a look down that way to make sure there's not an idiot coming the wrong way.
No.
Or clear as well. So you can steer with your feet. You can now hand where your ears, that's really good. Just in case you need the brake.
Yeah.
Bit of right foot, just gently in, that's it. Because you've got to get used to what that feels like.
Yeah.
And we steer for the middle of the road, middle of the runway. We're not a car. That's about there. That's the middle of the runway, right? Because if we land in the middle and something goes wrong, we can go either side. But if you're that side already, you're trapped. So play with the pedals. Go to the left. Just push your left foot. Whichever way you want is the foot you use.
Yeah, that's pretty
So just keep going there. Keep it there. Keep it there. Keep it there. Now straighten it up. Just keep it straight there. Now go across to the right side. You're just feeling how much pressure you need to make this thing move. Keep coming. Keep coming. Straighten up there. Just a little bit more power. We're going uphill just a little bit. That's it. Come back to the middle. About there. Straighten it up. Good. So I'm going to do a check before we leave. I'm checking that the flaps are set.
Yep.
The fuel pump is on, most important.
Yep.
Green, 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 green. We're good to take off.
Awesome.
And if you find you're going too fast, before you brake, just bring the power back a little bit. Like that. We're going to go to the left edge. Just about there, not too hard. And just use a little bit of brake, not much. Just a little bit of brake. About there. Now use your right foot. Push it all the way around. Keep coming. Keep coming.
Is 10 miles
coming.
south on the 10.
Get back into the middle of the runway.
Estimate overhead time.
Now we don't need the brake anymore. So you can hold the stick now. I'll make a call. Traffic Murray Bridge, Jabiru 5246, line up and rolling runway 01, Murray Bridge. Okay, I'll come with you. So we're going to ease the power in and we're going to use our feet to steer with, not this, and it'll go left. By default it goes left, so you need to put a little bit of right pressure in. So just ease the power in slowly. Ease it in, ease it in. Don't fight it a little bit, no, don't fight too much, just nice and smooth. Bit of right foot, bit of right foot. Keep the foot, keep it coming, bit of right, left foot. That's it, keep it there, keep it there, keep it there. There we go. Now use the stick and just bring it back. Bring it back, no, relax your arm, won't bite you. Keep it there, keep it there, keep it there. We're flying. Full power, it's the only way we do it, right?
Love it.
So on our initial climb out, we talked about climbing out at 70, remember I said that? So we can pitch it, we pitch it up a little bit. Yeah, look at the white knuckles, just relax your hand. Relax, that's it, there's 70. So we've pitched it. Now we're fairly safe height, we can put the flaps up. When they go up, the plane will drop, so you need to bring this back a little bit. Up they go. Sink much then, that's good. So we keep climbing.
Murray Bridge, this is Lima Charlie Foxtrot.
This is Jabiru 5246.
I disregard, I'm pretty sure we can't do straight in approaches, so disregard.
Okay.
Yeah, Lima Charlie Foxtrot, you got 3 Jabaroos.
So we're going to do a nice gentle turn to the left. So just put a left foot in and a bit of left stick, not much. Just nice and gentle, no rush. No rush.
Murray Bridge traffic, Jabaroo 4971 is joining midfield crosswind, runway 01, traffic Murray Bridge.
So now we're climbing up at 80, which is good. We'll keep coming around. Now straighten it up. Stick and foot together, beautiful. That's what we want. And we still climb up at 80. Now we're at 1,200, which is our circuit height.
Yeah.
So we use a thing called attitude. That's the attitude. That's what it should look like out the front. Bring the power back, attitude power, to about there. And then use the trim to push it forward so we don't have to hold it much. Hands free, you see?
Yeah.
We're going to do some more out there. So we're going to turn downwind here now, make a call.
Traffic Murray Bridge, Jabaroo 5246 is downwind 01, Murray Bridge.
Coming around. Now I know Mike's coming across here in front of somewhere, so just straighten it up a little bit now. There he is. I've got him sight. Can you see him over there coming this way?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Murray Bridge traffic, Jabaroo 4449 is joining midfield crosswind 01. Traffic on downwind is sighted, I'll slot in number 3, Murray Bridge.
Yeah, thanks for that. 5246, we're departing downwind at the moment. Traffic Murray Bridge, Jabaroo 5246, departing downwind, runway 01, 1,500, maintaining 1,500 and tracking south, Murray Bridge. I'm just telling them what.
Murray Bridge traffic, Jabaroo 4971 is turning base 01 for a full stop. Traffic
You're
Murray
going to
Bridge.
see Mike down there. See him?
Yeah,
Got him
okay.
spotted?
Murray Bridge, Diamond,
Where's he going?
He's getting ready to land. The runway's back there? Over here?
Yeah.
Mate, time 43.
Tell me, why do they say Niner?
Sorry?
Why do they say Niner?
Just put it close, a bit closer to your mouth, sorry.
When they say like number 9, why do they say Niner?
Ah, because particularly in the old days with the radios which weren't all that good, I mean these are quite expensive radios,
Yeah,
it might
yeah.
be $2,000 for that
Oh,
now.
wow.
They were very hard to understand, and 9 becomes confused, it gets mixed up with other numbers,
Yeah.
so they say Niner, and the other one you'll often hear is the word fife, for 5. So 5494.
5?
5495. It's just like a tongue twister.
Yeah, yeah.
I don't do it, some people do, but
Yeah.
you'll hear the Niner. There's
Yeah.
a 949 is often here, you'll hear that one often. The reason why. So we want about 2,800 revs, it's just a little bit fast, so just bring it back a little. Out there, fine. A nice cruising speed, right? We're going to go out this way. You said flying was difficult.
Murray Bridge traffic, Jabaroo 4449 is turning base 01. Full stop, Murray Bridge.
I definitely prefer it to driving.
Murray Bridge,
Oh, yeah.
2 Jabaroos on circuit, is that correct?
I find it like, I don't know,
Find it low what?
almost
Yeah, we've got
easier.
one just on the
Yeah.
runway now, and I'm on final.
With that,
and we crosswind for 01.
That's simple to think about.
Well, it's like learning anything else though, you just have to learn, like it's,
Yeah, yeah.
there's lots of things to learn, but eventually it's like riding a bike, you don't think about it again.
Yeah.
And we're going, there's no one out here, but I said I was at 1,500,
Oops.
and we're at 1,700.
Yeah.
Murray Bridge traffic,
Mix it up.
Jabaroo 4971 is clear 01 via Alpha.
So you have two things to play with here. You see we're coming down to 1,500, which is where we said we'd be.
Yeah.
And if we want to, we could, if I took the power, just take the power completely away, just gently back, pull it back. Tell me what happens to the aircraft.
It's definitely full.
That's the velocity squared, right?
Yeah.
So put the power back on again, 2,800. That's about as right cruise power. We're at 1,500.
Awesome.
It's a fairly smooth day today, but you want to make all you can all your input movements as smooth as you can.
Yeah.
Like if there's a plane coming straight at us, you've got to be quite abrupt. But,
Yeah.
But yeah, if I wanted to turn left, it's just a nice, smooth. Everyone wants to turn too quickly. Can you see over there's like two white sheds or right on the edge of the lake?
Yeah.
Aim for those. See if you can keep straight on those. Yep. Much safer up here than on the ground.
Yeah.
Unless you're flying to those red and white things. So we're not that much above them, are we?
No, we're not that high. They're tall things.
Yeah. So remember they're there.
Yeah. Especially, I suppose they're pretty lit up at night.
No.
They're not?
One little light at the top.
Murray
my
Bridge
God.
traffic 4449 is clear, all runways. Right
Okay, see this yellow road here?
Uh-huh.
That's going to be a road we're going to do this S-turn. So go out to the left a little bit. Going out that way. And we want to come down to 1,000 feet. So remember, always have it, when you're near the ground, which we are, always have your hand on the throttle. Just in case, come around the left a bit more, but I'll get too close to it yet. So bring the power back a bit more.
More left?
Yeah, we're going to come back at 90 degrees on that road in a minute.
Alright.
So we're not coming down or going up, so we take some more power away. We'll come down. Okay, so now we'll do a nice gentle turn to the right and we'll come round to that, cross over that road at 90 degrees. Okay? Still coming down, that's good, we want to come down to 1,000 feet. Keep coming around. Keep coming around. So there's the see the row of trees there?
Yep.
That's the road we're going to use to do these S-turns over.
Aeroplane.
Oh, can't mess this up, doesn't matter, right?
Yeah,
It'll be. So we just keep going this way for a while. Till we get well and truly past the road.
Murray Bridge traffic 7172, we're at
Okay, now do it to the right.
Alpha Murray Bridge.
Nice and smooth, no rush. So we're coming down now, see that? That's it, so you need a bit more angle of attack, don't you? Because the turn's getting steeper, which is quite okay, we're safe. Still coming down, how are you going to fix that? More angle of attack.
Okay.
Over the road we go.
We're at like 900 feet. Do I need to change
Yeah, so
that?
how would you get up again?
Or throttle?
Correct. Up you go. Push, push, push. Get some height, right?
Alright, left hand.
So no, get the attitude right first. Attitude. Bring the power back to 2,800. There we are. Then turn. It might seem like a mindless exercise, but it's actually quite a good exercise
Yeah.
to get you to think how we're coming down ever so slightly. That's it, just a little bit. Doesn't take much.
I know. Up.
Keep coming around. Holding that height. Now you're starting to make adjustments. That's what I wanted. Also, watch where you're going. More important to look outside than it is inside.
Yeah.
Straighten it up there. Now we'll go back. On our way back up the road again.
A left hand turn.
Yep, in a minute when we get over the road. Okay, left hand turn now. Set that height nicely. Yeah, don't chase it too much, but if you notice the descent is continuing, fix it up. Just makes you think about what you're doing, doesn't it?
Yeah, a lot more.
straighten that up there.
Maybe traffic, Cessna 172, where minute Echo is entering and backtracking runway 01, Murray Bridge.
By take off a bit of throttle because they're too high.
There you go, that's it. Just a touch, that'll come down. You're starting to see it coming down now?
Yeah.
Ever so slowly, but that's okay. Okay, turn to the right this time. Quite amazing machines really, aren't they?
Yeah, I know, I love it, it's crazy.
You're doing, I'm not doing anything, you're flying, not me. All on yours. So if we prang, it's your fault. Keep coming round, we're not 90 degrees yet. Keep coming round. Yeah, beautiful, straighten her up there. Okay, do one to the left now. Try and relax your hand. You should be able to fly with 2 fingers. Really, that's it.
Yeah.
No white knuckles.
Yeah.
Straighten it up there. Lovely, didn't lose a foot then, look at that, spot on. It's
Go.
getting better as you go.
Yeah.
You're getting a touch, aren't you?
Yeah.
Got that ball perfectly centered. Did Neil explain that to you the other day?
Yeah, he did.
Coordinated turn, good. Don't go too... Okay, that's that done. Let's just do a nice right-hand turn now. We'll head back this way, back to the east. And I want you to climb up to 2,000 feet while you're doing it. Just nice and slow. Just climb up to 2,000 feet.
So is that using throttle?
No, you've got to use throttle. It won't go up without it. You're climbing a hill now. How do you get up the hill?
More throttle?
Yeah, full throttle climb. Coming around. I mean, you never just jam it in hard.
Yeah,
That's not good on the engine. But yeah, full power. Is it full power yet? All the way.
Yeah.
Now you can hear it working now. Much harder, isn't it?
Yeah.
Up to 2,000 feet. Up you go. And what's the pitch? What speed do we want?
80.
There it is coming up now. Keep pitching it up. A bit more. Bit more. Bit more. There it is there. Just takes the heat off the engine.
Yeah.
More. Bit more. Out there. And then trim it with this to hold it. So you should be able to take your hands off. And the nose should stay where you want. Now it's going down. See the nose? So just bring this back just a touch. Trim it to hold it back a bit more. Perfect. Hands
There
free.
we
Fold your arms and have a sleep.
That's awesome.
Look, Mum, I'm flying. So, just to, no need to, we're going to do some exercises here while we're doing this. So, just going back to the skip ball, the balance ball, right?
Yep.
The ball. If you think about, if we ride a motorbike around a corner, right, we've got traction, our tyres are stuck to the ground, we hope, right? So, we normally accelerate into that turn just a little bit, okay? But we bank. But we don't have any traction. We're not stuck to the ground, are we?
Yeah.
So we have a problem with flying that we tend to skid around turns, which you'll get used to, but your passengers will get sick. Okay?
Yeah.
So if you look at, see the bulge in the nose there, the bubble.
Yeah.
Okay? You tell me, I want you to push your left foot in, about halfway in. Tell me which way the nose goes.
Left.
Straight in. Bring it back, use your right foot now. About there, let's get it stable again. Push it harder. There it goes. It's alright, okay, 1 4, right? So the rudder is instantly turning you, which is what you think it's doing, isn't it?
Yeah.
Okay, so now tell me, again, don't use the rudder, watch the ball, watch the bubble, don't use your feet, and push the stick left. Tell me which way the nose goes. You go that way first.
Yeah, okay.
You watch again. 1, 2, 3, go. See it there? It goes opposite,
Alright.
doesn't it?
Yeah.
So let's just come around to the right a little bit. We're doing it too close to the road. Yep. So you've got two opposing forces. You want to bank the motorbike, right, to go around the corner, but at the same time, it wants to go that way.
Yeah.
So the way you counter it is with the rudder. And that's why if they're together and timed nicely together, you'll always have this nice non-skidding turn.
Yeah.
Straighten up there. Practice it again. You can do no harm. It's good. Get a feel for what you're doing.
Go left?
Whichever way you want it, I don't mind.
Is this proper turn or we just...
No, I just want you to play with that bubble in the nose and see what it does.
Yeah.
It still turns.
Yeah.
But it's an uncomfortable turn.
Yeah.
Keep going that way. So I can see when you're doing a coordinate, your turns are good. I can see if a student does an uncoordinated turn because they go that way and the nose goes that way.
Yeah, okay.
I can tell straight away.
Yeah, it's way different.
Right? Alright, use your feet, that's okay. Can't do any harm up here.
Yeah,
Right, so if I just do it with you, nice left turn, I just nicely bang it over, ball stays in the middle. Not do anything.
Yeah.
What everyone tends to do when they're nearer the ground is they get into a turn and they start doing this. So they've got a turn happening, what's the ball?
Yeah, it's not happy.
It's going to get worse. Because I've got the left foot in, can you feel that?
Yeah.
But I'm pushing right, aren't I? If I bring it back again. This time, so I want to climb and I want to turn to the left. So I want to come from 3,200 to 4,000 feet as you're turning. So you're just going to do this circle going up. So how do you go up?
Angle of attack and...
Sure, let's traffic 2212 departed overhead at 1,500. On climb to 2,500, tracking it down before coming to our plane.
That's it. Now we're doing 90. So we can pitch it up even more. Get it to 80, can't we? Have the hand near the throttle, that's okay. You should have your hand resting along the edge here at least. Use it, that's it. Here we go. We're climbing up at 80. We're 3,500 already. Can you see what you're doing?
Yeah.
Just pitch it up for 80, yeah. Means you go up faster. Now we're going up at 600, 700, 800 foot a minute.
Oh.
1,000 foot a minute, that's okay. Quite okay. Quite safe. 80 knots is good. But it'll pitch around a little bit as you're doing now. It's a bit cool up here now.
Yeah.
Still climbing. Quite safe. 80 knots is nice. Perfect turn. Ball's roughly in the middle. A little bit more.
How high are those clouds?
Well, how high do you think?
Almost as high as us.
We're at 4,000, aren't we? And there's the bottom of them.
Yeah, that's pretty
So
cool.
4,000 feet. The tops of them are much higher.
Yeah.
These clouds are quite nasty. See how they're all bubbling at the top?
Yeah.
They're vicious things.
Look nice.
Yeah, they look pretty, don't they? But they're not. Oh, they're pretty to look at, yeah.
Yeah.
Come around the left. So come around the left to 4,500. Now I want you to do a descending turn, a down turn,
Yep.
to come down to 4,000 feet.
Alright, with the right turn?
The right turn,
So we just take off throttle.
correct?
All the way out?
Oh, it's up to you. You can do whatever you like, you see. Put the carburetor on because it's a bit cold today. So I want to come down faster than this, so take more power away. We're coming down nearly at 1,000 foot a minute. Ball is perfectly set. It's a lovely turn. Keep it coming. There's your 4,000. Now keep descending, but turn to the left. Come down to 3,000 feet.
Overhead Lansdowne, your location in relation to the river, please. Yeah, mate, we're currently under 2 miles to the south of the Murray River.
Lovely.
Yankee Zulu, I'll side of runway 25, touching go, remark.
Where are these guys that are speaking on the radio?
And Red Yankee X-ray.
Oh, God.
Still position.
Yep. When we get to 4,000, just before we get there, stop the turn. We're nearly there now. Stop the turn, and then just slowly bring the nose up, and that'll stop our descent. So we're at 3,000.
Full throttle?
It's very cold now, so ease the power on, ease it on. Just let it warm up for a second. Just got to be gentle with the engine. Air cooled, freezing cold up here. Just
What
nearly
is the
into the green. The cylinder head temperature is just coming up now. So just a bit more power, ease it in a bit more. Back up to 2,800. Just get your attitude right again.
Are we happy with this attitude?
Yep, that's about there, that's nice. We should be going up or down, which this is slowly coming down. Nice gentle turn to the left. This is Wellington here. Tail and bends over there. I'm going to give you some really, I want you to respond as quickly as you can think about it, right?
Yep.
I want you to climb left. Full power. Here we are, climbing left, right?
Yep.
Okay, level off. Bring your power back to 2,800. I want you to descend left.
Look.
Take some more power away if you want to descend. If we're not descending,
Oh, wow, we're not.
so now we're descending. Now we're descending, aren't we?
Definitely.
Go straight now. Now I want you to climb right. Full power. Gonna climb, you've got to use power. That's it. Level off.
X-ray Zulu, turning face.
Power back to 2,800. Now descend right. Now you're starting to respond.
Yeah.
Get the idea? That just becomes like a car, you don't think. After a while, just you do it. Now descend, climb left. Yes. Back the hand. Now descend right. Do you not think about it now, are you?
Yeah.
So that's what it's got to be. It's got to become an automated process for you, right? Straight level again. Normal power.
Lift up traffic, helicopter India past Sierra overhead, the Barossa Reservoir, 1,800 on descent for Lindock.
Climb right. And descend left.
Gosh.
Yankee X-ray Zulu.
Was that a bit too fast?
A bit too sudden, that's okay, like you did it though.
Yeah.
A lot of things happening, aren't there?
Yes.
Okay, straighten it out there. That's it. Now, we've been doing everything at 80, 90 knots, haven't we? How slow do you think you could go?
40.
Well, you most probably, no, 40's a bit low. You're most probably about 45, 46 if you're lucky. 50's about where you want to be, no more, right?
Yep.
So let's just slow ourselves, we're at 3,100. Okay, I want you to think this through. I want you to bring the power back to 70, the speed back to 70. And I want you to keep 3,100. So we're still doing 80, I want you to do 70. That's it. Whatever power you need, do that, that's fine. That's it, hold it there. Now we're doing 70, aren't we? But we are going down a little bit. So let's just pitch it back a little bit. There's 70, a bit there, that's fine. We might need a bit more power to hold it there, mightn't we? There we are. This is a bit slow, isn't it?
Yeah.
Use your feet now. What do you think of your feet? Sloppy, aren't they?
Yeah.
Because we're not getting much airflow over the tail. But the rudder's not working properly anymore.
A lot easier.
Oh yeah. But we can still safely fly at 60 knots,
Yeah.
which 65 as you're doing now. Now, if I said to you I want you to do a turn to the left at this speed, you'd have to be really careful. So that's fine, just a nice, very slow, gentle turn. Keep your height, don't want, as we're dropping down just a touch. Not too steep, no, too steep. Very gentle. But you're holding your height perfectly. All the way around.
Miles west of Wellington, Langhorne area, Romeo India Hotel, assistant 206, it's just departed Langhorne Parachop 720. Our first drop will be in 5 minutes from 5,000, expect one canopy, even timing and flight levels of your operation. Traffic 6 miles west of Wellington, Romeo India Hotel.
Now bring the power back and hold your height and try and do it at 60. Keep going, keep the turn going.
Turn going.
So we're taking away lift, aren't we? So we've got to create more lift here. Very gentle. This, if we didn't do this properly, it's quite dangerous. But we're you're still holding your height, aren't you?
Not quite.
Well, so give it more back pressure.
No, I can go.
Don't go too steep. Get the idea?
Yeah.
Weird feeling, isn't it? After you've been doing 90 all the time.
Yeah.
But it's safe, as long as you're doing small, gentle movements.
Yeah.
When we go back into the circuit, when we do start doing circuits...
approaching the bridge at...
When we start doing circuits at Murray Bridge, when you turn, the last two turns you make it closer to the ground, got to be doing them at 70 knots. Because otherwise, which is this speed we're doing now, 60 knots and you do that turn, we could stall. So when we're teaching at the beginning, we like you to be a little bit faster. This is the speed we land at.
It'll slow up here.
It does, because you've been doing 90
Yeah.
before. But you're in control, the ball's balanced. If you didn't have that ball balanced, that's where we could stall badly.
Oh, okay.
So that's why that coordinated ball is always important. Where do you reckon the airport is?
I'm gonna guess over there.
Yep, good.
Like.
Well, right over the top of the town
Oh, okay, so we're out.
at 2,500 feet. So now we've warmed it up, we can ease the power on 2,900 revs again. That's our normal cruising power.
Yeah. 2,800.
Yep.
That
But your nose, as we add the power, see what's happening to the nose?
going up.
So when you get it to where you want it, that's your attitude, then trim it to hold it where you want it to. That's hands-free. And if you've got it well trimmed, watch this for a little trick. If it's well trimmed, we're not going up or down.
Yeah.
When I tell you to, I want you to take your feet off the pedals and bring them up to the seat, right? 1, 2, 3, go. Look at the nose. What's it doing?
Going up
Why?
because the center of gravity.
Correct.
Side.
Put your feet down. That's perfectly trimmed. Okay, if it doesn't do that, your trim's out.
Yeah.
But it just means you don't have to fight the stick all the time.
Yeah.
You should have your hand on it, but you shouldn't have to fight it.
Yeah.
Traffic Norwich, Jabberi 5246, 10 miles to the southeast, 3,000 inbound estimate circuits in 5 minutes, Murray Bridge. That's a position.
Traffic, Cessna 172 Lima India Echo, turning onto downwind for runway 01 Murray Bridge, touch and go.
So now I'm starting to think about what's happening at Murray Bridge. What
Yeah.
runway is he on? Someone else over there. We have to be mindful of that when we get there, you see. What I do is I use this or that and reference it to the horizon. So if I see like that, that's a little skew,
Yeah.
whereas that's level. Something like that. We're climbing just ever so slowly, so that's fine. So Murray Bridge Airfield's about, I don't know, another 7 or 8 miles ahead of us. And we have to be, to join Murray Bridge, we have to be... No idea.
Challenge for traffic, Sonic 821.
We have to be at 1,200 feet.
North at 2,000.
So we're at 3,200 now. So we're going to start coming down, don't we?
Coming the traffic.
Yep.
Murray Bridge traffic, motor glider Victor Kilo Romeo is inbound from the northeast at 10 miles, 3,500 on descent. Expect Murray Bridge at 29. Traffic Murray Bridge.
So we're not really coming down very fast, are we? Because we've got 2,000 feet to come down. That's exactly right. So we take more power away, start descending. Hazy, I can't even see the airfield myself.
Yeah, neither
It's
actually.
just in here somewhere.
Bit more left.
Yeah, a bit left. About there somewhere. Find it. So the yellow arc here, talk about that while we're coming down, you can go into there no problems at all, but if you do, anything you do it nice and smooth. So if we're going down too fast, like let's do this too fast, so you wouldn't want to jerk it up like that.
Okay.
In that arc there, be careful arc. If we have turbulence with the plane and banging around, you're never to go in there.
Alright.
So whenever you're in there, always gentle movements, but never go in there in turbulence.
Alright.
Because it just stresses the aircraft. Okay, so we've still got a long way to go, haven't we? So we can either that, or or we can stick the nose down. Goes fast too, doesn't it?
Yeah.
So we've taken most of the power away. So we can just keep it punching down. So we're still coming down fast, 100 knots.
Yeah.
But all safe. But we've still got over 1,000 feet to go. What we're going to do is fly over the runway at 90 degrees to the runway, right?
So we're going to take...
See all the hangars there?
Yep.
We're going to fly straight over the top of them.
Oh, okay, sure, sure.
Don't come down any lower.
Aircraft in the circuit at Murray Bridge, do you copy Victor Kilo Romeo?
Echo Zolo turning final for runway 01, full stop.
Roger that, got your visual, I was just checking the radio.
Don't have your hand up there when you've got to have it near in the circuit area, down this low. You've got to have your hand on the throttle at all times. Because if we need it to get out of trouble, we don't want to go from there to there, it takes too long.
Yeah.
Murray Bridge traffic, motor glider Victor Kilo Romeo is now joining downwind runway 01, full stop at Murray Bridge.
Traffic, Murray Bridge, February 5246, on the dead side of 01, planning a midfield crosswind join, aware of the downwind aircraft, Murray Bridge. That's better, we can see where we are now.
Yeah, that's handy.
Traffic, Murray Bridge, February 07, correction, February 5246, joining midfield crosswind 01, Murray Bridge. I'll do a few things here, we need to check that. Harnesses are done up, hatches are done up. Sufficient fuel for go around. Out there, you can straighten that up around about there, that's good. You look back to the runway, we should be just about parallel with it.
Pretty much up.
Okay, my aeroplane?
Aeroplane.
Unless you want to land it.
I'm all ears, but...
no, it's fine, we'll give you that one off today.
Thank you.
Carburetor heater comes on. Start to slow it all down. We can't put flaps out until it's in the white arc, so 80 knots is as slow as we can, fast as we can go to put the flaps out. You can put one stage of flap down, just count to 3, 1001, 1000, 1003. You don't have to look at it again, you just count, okay? I said 70 knot turn, I never turn under 70 knots, there I'm at 70.
Yep.
Traffic Murray Bridge, Deborah 5246, turning base, runway 01, full stop, Murray Bridge.
Murray Bridge traffic, Victor Kilo Romeo is clear, all active runways at Murray Bridge.
Don't want to do anything nice and smooth. No rush. The plane loves to float, doesn't ever want to come down. All the big wings.
Yeah. How far can this like glide?
It's a 12-to-1 glide ratio, so for every mile it's up, it can glide 12 miles. Remember we were doing that slow flight at 60 knots?
Yeah, that's...
What it feels like, doesn't it?
Yeah.
I'm using the trim to hold it there for me. I told you the landing was easy, didn't I?
Yeah.
Did that look easy?
Looked very easy.
Oop, can't get around there, we'll go to the next one. So we can clean up the aeroplane, we can put the flaps up, right to the top.